Hello, first and second grade. We're going to take a look here at our Bible book, page 41. And before we begin, let's stop and think a little bit about our lesson from yesterday. So if you remember yesterday, we talked about Ruth. We started our new lesson, lesson 11, which is called Ruth Serves with Love. So just some questions here for you to think about. Where did Ruth move to with Naomi? Do you remember? Right? We know that Ruth decided to go with Naomi back to Naomi's homeland of Bethlehem. Second question I want you to think about. What did Ruth do to show devotion to Naomi? So remember, we said devotion means when you are devoted, you show faithfulness and commitment to someone or to something. So, what did Ruth do to show devotion to Naomi? Right? She left Moab to take care of Naomi. She also gleaned in the fields for Naomi. Remember from yesterday, gleaning means when you go out to the wheat fields or the field and you pick up kind of all the scraps and the stalks that are left behind. So Ruth was taking care of Naomi by making sure she had food. What did Naomi do to show devotion to Ruth? If you remember from yesterday, Naomi sought protection for Ruth and told her how to approach Boaz, right? So Naomi knew that Boaz was one of her relatives. So Naomi sent Ruth to Boaz in hopes that he would help them out. Something else to consider. How did God bless Ruth and Naomi for being devoted and loving friends? All right, and we know that God gave them a new home. He helped Ruth learn more about the one true God, and he gave Naomi a son-in-law, Boaz. Think about the friendship that Ruth and Naomi had, and maybe think about how that is similar or how that is different to the friendship that you have with your friends. Okay? Hopefully you can say that you are both kind, right, and you would help your friend, because that is what Ruth and Naomi did for each other. Alright, let's go ahead now and look at page 41. Up at the top, it says in Ruth 2 through 4, it tells about Ruth and Naomi being devoted to one another. Boaz saw this devotion between them. We're going to draw a line to match each beginning sentence with its correct ending. So let's take a look here. Let's look at our answer choices first. We have to Boaz, married her, to one another, or with Naomi. Looking at number 1, Ruth moved to Bethlehem. Did she move to Bethlehem to Boaz, married her, to one another, or with Naomi? We're going to draw a line that connects the beginning sentence to the end of the sentence. Number 2, Ruth gleaned in the fields that belonged. How would we end that sentence? The fields that belonged to Boaz, the fields that belonged married her, the fields that belonged to one another, or the fields that belonged with Naomi. And draw a line to connect the beginning to the ending of the sentence. Number 3, Boaz loved Ruth and to Boaz, and married her, and to one another, or and with Naomi. Finally, number 4 here. Ruth and Naomi were devoted to Boaz, married her, to one another, or with Naomi. Go ahead and draw a line to complete that last sentence to the ending of it. Okay. For number 5, how can being a devoted friend affect others? So go ahead and take a minute or two to think about that. Right, how can being a devoted friend affect others? When you are a devoted friend, You make a commitment to always be there for your friend, right? To never leave them. How would that affect others? How would that make other people feel? Okay, finally here, number 6. Like I said, pause this if you need some more time. Number 6 says, look carefully at the letters below. Write the letter of the alphabet that comes after each letter you see. The letter after Z would be A. This sentence will show you how God blessed Ruth. So when we look here at this first letter, right, that is the letter Q, and we need to think about what letter that comes after Q. So we think about our alphabet, or you might need to sing the alphabet song if you have it written down somewhere. After the letter Q comes the letter R. Right? You're going to go ahead and do the same thing now. You're going to think about what letter comes after T, what comes after S, and what comes after G. Remember, like it said in the directions, the letter after Z would be A. So whenever you see a Z, that would be the letter. We go back to the beginning of the alphabet, the letter A. So go ahead and complete this. Let me know what you get. When you are finished, go ahead and take a picture and send it to me.